You're doing great. God hears you. He sees you. He's working behind the scenes. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't get tired. I know. Catch your breath. Deep breath. Keep running. Hello, everybody. Welcome to my corner.
Welcome to my corner. Let's have a talk now. From Miami to California. Check your girl out. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. That's right. That's right. Keeping it real, no games inside. Let's go. Welcome to my corner, y'all.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the corner. Bob Candace is here. I love Bob Candace. She's so cute. Like, I just feel like, okay, focus, girl. Sorry. What up, CC crew? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? How you mama them? Everybody all right? What up, y'all? Okay, so we back in the corner with a purpose talk because I feel like it's been a minute since we've had a purpose talk, and I've just been having a lot going on, and let's get to it. So today's purpose talk is gonna be called "We See You, Kid." We see you. We see you. You know, that's like everybody. Like, I see you. Like, when somebody look good, you be like, oh, yo, I see you. When you losing weight, yo, I see you. Okay, so I see you. So let's get right into it. So recently, over the past 3 weeks, no, 3 weeks, I've just been, y'all. I've been working on me mentally. Like, all my friends have been like, yo, you've been so quiet. You all right? I'm just like, no, not really. I'm in debt up here, and I'm trying to figure out this adulting thing, but we working it out. So one of the things that I have been working on mentally is just like getting out of my own way and getting out of my own head. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Do you, like, y'all ever feel like you're doing everything you know how to do, but it's just not happening as fast as you need it to happen? That's where I'm at. Like, I'm doing everything I know I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm just like, hello, do you hear me? Hey, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, is y'all hearing me down here? Is y'all hearing? Like, you gotta get ghetto. Is y'all hearing me? Like, I'm doing everything I know how to do. I'm tithing, I'm going to church, I'm sewing, hello, help me. That's literally how I feel. And so, sorry. One of the things that I had to remember was, don't let what you see distract you from hearing my voice and distract you from what I said, okay? So I came to encourage you today. I came to encourage you, the one who's been doing everything you know how to do. You're praying, you're showing up on time, you're serving, you're tired, you're exhausted, and you feel like, oh, when is it gonna be my turn? Everybody's getting what I'm praying for. Let me tell you something. What you're doing is enough. God sees you, God hears you. Don't let what you see distract you from what he told you, period, okay? Keep being obedient. Keep walking in what he told you to do. Keep serving. Look, I know you're tired. We all tired. But don't rush and don't miss. Don't move because you're tired. So look, I am reading the book of Deuteronomy. Well, I just finished Joshua and Deuteronomy, and I love the Old Testament because God was a gangster. Before there was Jesus, it was God, and he was a gangster. And so, you know, in the Old Testament, Moses delivered the people out of Israel, right? And so God had made these promises to the people of Israel, right? Like, he promised them the promised land, but, you know, they also got stuck in the wilderness because they was disobedient. They fell in love with idols. Anyways, so the people of Israel missed so much that God had for them because they had forgotten what he had already done, okay? They had lost sight of what he had did, and they were looking at what was ahead of them. They were like, we're not going to get this land. Like, these people are bigger than us. They're this, they're that. And God was like, shut up. Don't you remember what I told you? And so he gave Moses specific instructions, right? And Moses allowed the people of Israel to forfeit him from seeing the promised land because he wasn't obedient. And so one of the things that while I was reading, God was like, look, Candace, don't forget what I did. And don't let what you see in this current situation move you from what I said, period. And I was like, heard you. And so I literally had to remind myself that not only spiritually, but like all things physical, because like, let's be clear, the corner has hit partnerships, but I just feel like I need to be faster in my subscriber count. I just feel like I should be at 10K by now. I should be at 100K because every other YouTuber grows that fast, but I'm not every other YouTuber. And if God told me something, let's just do what I'm supposed to do and the rest will follow. Like, when you're doing what you're supposed to do, the rest will follow. I felt like I needed to go faster. I felt like, oh, I need to get in these groups and I need to, no. Do what I said, shut up. Do what I said and shut up, right? So now, I also have to apply that to my physical. Like, y'all, I'm gonna be real honest with y'all. I've never wanted to quit something more than this weight loss journey in my life, okay? I'm gonna be real with you. I like looking good. I really do. I like that I'm slimming down. I like that my clothes are fitting. I like that my face is slimming down. I love it, you know what I'm saying? But I want to quit. I really do, because I'm doing everything I know how to do and the scale is not moving anymore. Like, it's so discouraging. Like, getting on the scale every Monday and seeing that I only lost a pound, or like I went up in weight. I'm like, what the freak, bro? Like, what the heck? Like, I literally have been doing everything I know how to do. I'm eating right, I'm running, I'm exercising. The scale is not moving. And literally, I had to be reminded, don't let what you see distract you from what I said, okay? Like, the scale is not moving, but my clothes are fitting better, right? So just because it wasn't moving in that instant doesn't mean he's not working. So one of the things that I had to be reminded of is when you make it, when there's a movie, right? Let's say we talk about the Avengers, right? Or whatever, right? Let's say there's a movie. Nobody ever gets to see the director's cut. Nobody knows how many times the directors hit cut. Nobody knows how many times they had to edit. Nobody knows how many times they had to film. You only see the polished version of something, but you don't know how hard they worked in between. You don't know how hard it was, right? So don't let what you see deceive you, because you're only seeing a polished version. So like, that's what I had to remind myself when I was working out, because I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, it's been very hard for me. Like, I've been super sad, because I'm just like, why isn't the scale moving? Granted, I haven't eaten French fries recently, because I just been like, whatever, I don't even care at this point. But like, it's working. Just maybe a little director's cut. It's working. A little edit. It's working. Sometimes you gotta stop and hit cut and just keep moving. So like, I want you to understand that even though you're tired, even though it feels like everybody's getting what you're praying for, even though it feels like you want to quit, even though it feels like you're broke and you don't have enough money but you're giving your tithes, and even though it feels like everybody in the world is winning but you losing, just remember, when the movie happens, nobody gets to see the director's cut. Nobody sees the edits. Nobody sees how many times you fumbled over a line. Only the polished version. Don't let what you see deceive you. It's working. And so y'all, it's just, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been really hard for me, because I've just been like, what are we doing here? I want to quit it all. Like, that's the reason I quit the first time. Like, that's the reason I quit like church. That's the reason why I quit like everything, because I was just like, it's not happening fast enough. So whatever, I'm just gonna be fat because I'm cute being fat, and I'm just gonna quit church. And so I'm I really can't forfeit it. I just can't forfeit it. So that's where I'm at. I'm just like, okay, Lord, I remember what you did, and I remember what you promised, and what you did and what you promised is enough to carry me through it all. Okay, so I won't quit. I'm not gonna forfeit the promise because I'm tired. I'm not gonna forfeit the promise because it looks like everybody's getting what I pray for. I'm not gonna forfeit the promise because I'm 28 years old and I should be further in my life. Not gonna forfeit the promise because I got a lot of debt and Lord, I need you to help me get myself out of debt. I'm not gonna forfeit the promise because I feel like this career, like I just can't forfeit the promise. So you can't forfeit the promise, okay? You can't quit. You can't stop. Somebody relies on you, remember? So like, that's the other thing. I think if you realize that what you do is bigger than you, you no longer will think as selfishly as you can. So I have people that simply remind me that what I do is important, and they don't even know. Like, some of y'all remind me every day that what I do matters, and y'all don't even know it. Like, when you say stuff like, yo, you inspire me, your purpose talks, like, I need those. And I'm just like, really? It's just me ranting on the camera. No. Because I really was about to quit. And so then that gives me an extra boost to do what it is. And it's like, it's really not really about you, Candace. I mean, great, you look nice and great, people are inspired, but I'm just really working through you. It's not really about you. So if you realize that what you're doing is bigger than you, and you realize that's not about you, you won't want to quit because you want to help save somebody else's life. And so that was the other reason I can't quit. Like, I never knew me getting my big behind in the gym was inspiring people to get in the gym. I just wanted to be healthy. Now people are like, yeah, oh my God, I watch your snaps. And like, after I watch you, I go to the gym, because I'm just like, is she gonna be skinny? I can be skinny. I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so maybe what you have to realize is don't let what you see, forget what he said, but also realize that what he said is bigger than you, and it might not even be for you. And so that might be a good way for that to end, huh? Like, don't move just yet. Like, I know you're tired. I know you're heavy. I know your heart is broken. Like, I know people have been praying for marriages, like to be married for like years now, and all their friends are getting married, and they're like a bridesmaid, and they're literally like about to just settle. Don't. I know people who are like, oh, you know, I've been praying for an open door, and I'm just gonna just pick up and move and just figure it out on my own. Don't. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, God don't really hear me. He hears you. Shut up. When your mind is telling you stuff and it's the opposite of what God promised you, you got to tell yourself to shut up. You got to tell yourself to shut up. Like, this, what you want in your life is going to get there, but it's also going to help if you say the right words. So you got to tell yourself to shut up. You are your biggest enemy, okay? Nobody else hating on you. It's yourself. Yourself will cause you to miss everything. And people don't understand it. Like, yo, these people hating on me. No, you're hating on yourself. Like, if you realize that what God had for you is big and what God wants you to do is so big, you ain't got time to hate on yourself. Like, you ain't got time to bull crap. You ain't got time to slack. You ain't got time to quit because you know it's big. So maybe it's just time if maybe we change our mindset a little bit. I don't know. What y'all think? All I know is I'm not going to let what I see move what he said. Like, he said it, cool. Even if the scale don't move anymore, God, please let it move. The clothes are fitting. It's working. I'm looking better on the outside and the inside. It's working. Even if the scale don't move, it's working. On the inside, you feel better. The director's cut, the edits and the clips. It's enough. You're doing enough, okay? Don't quit. You're doing enough. You're doing great. God hears you. He sees you. He's working behind the scenes. Don't quit. Don't give up. Don't get tired. I know. Catch your breath. Deep breath. Keep running. Catch your breath, but keep running. Run the race you were born to win, okay? Like, you were born to win this race. There's no way you can fail unless you quit prematurely, unless you stop yourself. The race was born for you to win. Do whatever you got to do, but keep running, bruh. Keep running. Take some water. Get you some water. Take a little deep breath, but don't you quit. Finish line is, you're almost there. Keep your head up, chest up. Let's go get them. All right, I love y'all so much. We'll be back in the corner next week. Peace.